Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a quick recap of all the backgrounds since so many of them weren't finished on their own video. So this one's from background number 1. It is torn up book pages, music pages, and foreign language pages. Put down with matte medium, covered with brown and gold paint so that it is permanent, and you've got that antique look. And I like this one. I can do anything to it later, and I don't have to worry about it reacting or changing or anything else. So there's the first one. Video 2 and 2.5 were my delusions, and I started with this, and I did half a page of the doodle art, which is now finished. I did go back over with the black one more time so that the black was crisp again. The other side is just using a baby wipe to mix all the paints. I love this, in fact, because I had so much paint left over, even after I did video 2.5, doing the polka dots, that I still did a whole nother page. I really like Delusions. I've had mine since April of last year, so just shy of a year. And all of mine are half full or more, and they are my favorite paint. I use them more than any other paints that I have these days, because the colors stay so bright and vibrant. They dry so quick, and they're just really fun to play with, especially if you like to art journal. So, that is background 2 and 2.5. Alright. Then background 3 and 3.5 was playing with alcohol inks, and this one had matte medium underneath. It worked really well. The colors stayed bright. They're definitely sitting on top. They didn't sink through, but they didn't make the classic circles that everybody on the photo paper makes. This one is half alcohol inks, half these. The faded are the alcohol inks. The brights are the where I blotted this page. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. But again, no circles. And this one was a plain page. No, this one's gessoed. Not gessoed. Matte mediumed. Okay. This one was a blot page that I used. And it had nothing on it. So you can see the difference between the bare page and the matte medium page. So if you're going to use cardstock, you definitely want to put some kind of sealant on it. Matte medium worked pretty good to at least keep it from going through. But diamond glaze did not work very well. It kept it too much on the surface, and it never would dry. And I ended up having to blot it off, and I pretty much just made green mud. So I would not use diamond glaze. If you're going to do this technique with cardstock, I would use the matte medium. Alright, this one is alcohol inks. This side is the side that had the matte medium. This side did not. Definitely, if you're going to use alcohol inks on cardstocks, I would put the matte medium. I really like it. And it is the most circular. It's not circles, but it is the most circular of all the ones I did. The last one is the Mementos Dewdrops. This side has nothing. It's just plain cardstock. This side had the matte medium. I did drop alcohol on both sides. It did nothing to this side. This side looks just like it did. It made these really cool patterns in it, and it is permanent. It is not moving. So once it actually did finally dry, which it took a while, but once it did finally dry, it dried, and it's permanent. Okay, so that is the recap of all of them, and then I'm going to show you how I cut these so that I don't end up wasting anything. So this is an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut it into 4x6s, ATCs, and then scraps are for inchies. So take it long ways, cut it down to 6. And that will take off exactly. I need a new blade in this. 2.5. Alright. Then turn it this way and I'm going to cut it at 4. And you'll get 2 of these. There's one. And here's the other. Okay. Now on this one, it is 3 by 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this to 3.5. And you want to cut the 3.5 first because you want your waist in a square. Alright, this becomes inches. Cut this again to 2.5. And this becomes your very first ATC. Save this because on a different color page, it can become an accent strip. See, just like that. I turned it over here. Let's turn this one over. It can become an accent strip. Okay, so no waste. This one is 2.5, so you just stick it in here. For your ATCs, you just cut it at 3.5. Oops, I just hit the camera. Sorry, I didn't make you drunk. 3.5. And 3.5, which gives you another of these little bitty pieces, which on an ATC can become a cute little border. So, let me get my trash box, because I told you I have no trash. So get my punch, my 1-inch punch. Take this, and I'll punch 1,